Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from WBZ TV4, CBS Boston, by Bill Shields, published April 4th, 2018. We're going to be looking at the video, and it basically, what's in the video is what's in the article. So, but we'll quickly go through the video, and if there's, something that was in the article itself, we're going to get to it. But basically, we got to look at this here because this is ridiculous. Because Bill Shields here and WBZ are literally trying to portray someone voicing their opinion on Twitter about someone as attacking them. And they're going, and to sensationalize, attack school shooting survivor. Voicing your opinion about the school shooting survivor is not attacking them. I don't care how off color it is not attacking them. It is voicing their opinion. Did he directly tweet at his high and mighty David Hogg, the supposed survivor, who was nowhere near the shooting itself on campus? Okay? Yet somehow he survived the shooting because he was on the property. Okay? Even though he was nowhere near the shooting itself, he's considered a survivor. I don't understand the logic behind that. But yet, that's what they're pushing, and that's what they're using here to try to say that this is a really bad man.
There is growing backlash tonight after an elected official on Cape Cod attacked a survivor online. In a string of tweets, Ron Beaty asked people to vote on whether the 17-year-old is a, quote, absolute idiot.
I got no problems with that. He is an absolute idiot. He is a communist pig. He wants to take people's guns. Okay, that's what communists do. That's what fascists do. That's what, Lenin did. That's what Hitler did. So, hey, truth hurts.
In another, a communist pig, and in yet another, a self-promoting opportunistic rat. As many
he is a self-promoting opportunistic rat. He's been taking advantage of the whole situation, the whole tragedy, to promote himself. Okay? That's what he's done. You're calling a spade there. Deal with it. And you're lying about him being a shooting survivor. To be a shooting survivor, okay? You have to be physically where the shooting's happening, not in the general vicinity. But yet, he was in the general vicinity and he's a survivor. Okay.
Many are calling for Beaty to step down.
This is Ron Beaty, a Barnstable County Commissioner. But if his elected position is pretty low-key, Beaty himself is not. Now he has gone after David Hogg, one of the outspoken Parkland shooting survivors.
One of the outspoken Parkland shooting survivors. You mean the opportunistic little shit who was nowhere physically near the shooting itself, and he's going, I'm a survivor! I'm a survivor! Listen to me! I'm a little bitch survivor! Okay? You have to listen to me, even though I was on the other side of campus! I know what's what. I'm 17 and a know-it-all. And you people are actually pushing, he survived something. No, he's an exploiting scumbag who is taking advantage of the situation.
Beaty has tweeted that Hogg is an insect and a socialist twit.
I think it's unnecessary.
Okay, yeah, he is those things. And I love how you will show his tweet, but you won't show the results of the poll. So really quick, I want to see what that poll has right now for results. Okay, so Ron Beaty Jr. Oh, yeah. My suspended account would help if I signed out, huh? Log out. Okay. Beaty Jr. He's a Trump supporter. Okay. I mean, there's your answer. That's why they're going after him. Where's... All right. I mean, you know, here he is. He's calling him out again. I was hoping to find the poll. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you look at this. He's a conservative. He's called out David Hogg here. I mean, I will say this. He's a little obsessed with David Hogg. But he's right. See, yeah, he's right about that with the whole thing of survive. To remain alive in existence, live on, or to continue to function or prosper. To remain, yeah, see, he's right. Like what I'm pointing out with Hogg. But I was hoping to find the poll, but he's a very active Twitter user here. So let's just get back to the video. But I bet you the results on that are are pretty good. On the note of agreeing with him. They're probably really good on agreeing with him. But let's continue on here.
Beaty is asked if Hogg is a two-bit punk, and people here in Barnstable are concerned about this elected official.
As somebody who's representing, you know, the county or in his position, I think he has to maybe think a little bit more.
Beaty is...
Oh, because heaven forbid he has his own opinion, you uneducated, you know, liberal from Massachusetts. Oh, my God, buddy. I mean, if you look, he's a Trump supporter. You're just going to disagree with everything he says anyways. I mean, we just looked at it. I mean, you know, he's a Trump supporter. He's a conservative. He's a pro-Second Amendment. So, you know, him calling out David Hogg. Okay. Look at this one. Here's the result. Final poll results. He's a 31 say he's a fascist wannabe, and 69% say that David Hogg is a communist pig a la George Orwell's Animal Farm. Okay, good. Okay, that's one of his polls. See? So the people agree with him. Okay, that's why you don't show the results of the poll. Because you don't want to show the results of the poll. Because again, let's scroll back up here. People agree with him. Oh my God. And if you show that there were people that agreed with him, then you couldn't push this narrative. Now could you? See, you don't like that he's a conservative. You people went through his Twitter feed and you decided to make this an issue. But that's typical for, say, the WBZ liberal left type of press in Boston and in Massachusetts. I mean, hell, they pushed this bitch, you know, Warren here. They pushed Pocahontas. So what does that tell you?
He has even called the Cape Cod grandmothers against gun violence morons.
Okay, what was the context of that? Was it because they said some stupid, uneducated shit about, you know, firearms and gun control? Could it have been that? Probably. So why not give your viewers context here, BZ? Why not give them context, Bill? Oh, that's right. You like spoon-feeding the dipshits that get, you know, that are in the Boston market, this liberal left crap, okay? That a 17, almost 18-year-old is a tiny little child and he's been attacked. He's a school shooting survivor and he's being attacked. To be a survivor, you have to be in the proximity of the shooting, not in the general vicinity. You have to be in the actual proximity of it.
I think it's really inappropriate for a county commissioner to attack children over their opinions and their own personal experience.
Opinions and personal experience. Okay, first off, he didn't attack him. He voiced his opinion. So you're attacking him for his opinion. And what experience did David Hogg have? Oh, that's right. He was at the other side of the school, nowhere near the shooting, and he was taking advantage of the situation, streaming online. Huh. Okay. That was the extent of his experience. Being an exploitive little shit. Okay, taking advantage of the shooting. Being on his phone going, I'm in a school shooting, but I'm nowhere near the shooter. Okay, yeah, but yet supposedly he's a survivor.
Experiences, and I think it's out of line.
One of Beaty's fellow commissioners says Beaty is getting exactly what he craves: publicity.
And I mean this with all due respect, but I think that the media are enablers when you look at Mr. Beaty's past.
In the 1990s, Beaty...
Okay, I love this. So, because they're giving him attention, they're giving him what he craves, because people might actually agree with him, and by talking about this, you might bring him to their attention, and you might actually have more like-minded people agreeing with him. So yeah, that's what that guy was just saying. I mean, he doesn't want you giving publicity to him because he doesn't want people who agree with Beaty here. They don't want to have that type of situation happen where you have people agreeing with him. It's about not platforming. That's what that was about. And now they're going to bring up something that's totally unrelated to this situation from his past.
Beaty did 14 months in federal prison for threatening then-President Bush. Now, Beaty's running for state rep. In Barnstable, I'm Bill Shields, WBZ News.
All right, Bill, and we want to mention that we did reach out to the commissioner on the phone and through email, and we have not heard back from him. Lisa?
Now, the thing is, okay, these people are upset, and they're trying to push a narrative because the narrative is failing, and they see this as an ability to go after a conservative within their state. That's what this has come down to. Okay, because what he said was not attacking the person. Okay, was not attacking Hogg, a 17-year-old who in a few months is going to be old enough to vote, old enough to go fight and die for this country. So quit trying to play it like, he's still in Pampers type of kid type shit. Or, he just learned to wipe his ass type of shit. He's almost an adult, okay? Under the law, for committing, say, that type of shooting that happened, he could be charged as an adult. So to try to say, oh, he's a kid and he's being attacked. Well, you know what? What about those people who are putting him out there and exploiting him to push an agenda? I don't hear you bitching about them. Oh, wait. They're pushing an agenda you want, so it's perfectly fine for them to exploit him. Okay? This is the ridiculous type of shit that I see here. I mean, if you look, this is basically a transcript of the article. There is, literally no additional information here. It's funny, though, that, the polls have a positive on his note, which goes to show there isn't that much outrage. So, what do? They show the polls, but not the results. You got to love that one. All right, and they show, this, old wannabe hippie dude with a beard who's, a fellow commissioner who obviously doesn't like him, and they're literally quoting him here. I mean, this is basically just a rehash of this, the video itself. But, yeah, so you have this situation here where the things that he said about Hogg, okay, the truth must really hurt. Because, he was attacking a school shooting survivor. Okay, they're trying to equate words to violence. This is a tactic of the left, okay? Words are now violence, okay? Verbally talking about something or someone, okay? If they don't like what you're saying, you're attacking them, it, or whatever, okay? So he responded to the Grandmothers Against Gun Violence, little blue-haired Massachusetts leftists, I'm assuming. They're mass leftists. And, they don't show you what they said, which when they won't show you what the grandmothers said, Okay? They're trying to slant the story. When they won't show you the results of the poll, they're trying to slant the story, because results of the poll that, say, yeah, he's a communist pig, like from Animal Farm or whatever. Okay, if the results agree with that, it doesn't look good if you're doing a story on it. If the grandmothers are saying stupid shit, it doesn't look good if you're doing a story. And you're saying that he called them morons, and they are being morons. Now, does it? See, growing up in New England, okay, I've seen stuff from WBZ. I've seen stuff from other Boston stations. I've seen stuff from New Hampshire stations. I've seen stuff from Vermont stations. I've seen stuff from Maine stations, okay? And by far, stations out of Boston love to push this whole leftist BS agenda that they do, especially as of late. I mean, they were like, very liberal left for the longest time. And now they're leftist. I mean, this is their girl in Boston, Elizabeth Warren, okay? You would think when a woman makes false claims of her heritage and uses them to commit fraud to get into to get a job at a university as prestigious as Harvard. Well, Harvard's a college, but yeah, you know what I'm getting at. To say get into Harvard, okay? That's scandal, like scandalous. You'd think they would investigate that. You would think, especially when she's in a political office. Oh yeah, they'd go after that. No, they don't touch Warren, okay, who's done some really shady shit. But yet they try to create a freaking mountain out of an anthill. It wasn't even a molehill, okay? It was an anthill. It says that Ron Beaty, the Barnstable County Commissioner, attacked a shooting survivor on Twitter. Well, first off, was he shot at, or did any bullets go near him? No, because he was nowhere near the shooting. You can't be a survivor if you're not near the shooting, okay? And didn't have fire going in your direction, weapons fire. So that right there blows your whole friggin' narrative, all right? And attacking is, all right, saying stuff like that is not attacking someone. It's voicing an opinion, which it appears, looking at the polls that we did, people agree with him. So again, you're pushing a narrative here. And I just hope that there are people in the Boston area that saw this for what it was, okay? And I hope that Ron Beaty gets a lot of support. I genuinely do. I mean, I don't know, what his politics are, and I'm not saying support him on his politics. I'm saying support him on this, because he has a right to free speech. He has a right to call out David Hogg, okay? And they can't just say, well, he's a kid and you should just shut up, to try to silence him. So, I mean, I'm a free speech absolutist, and I believe this guy has a right to say what he's saying, and whether or not I agree with him, which by chance I do, is beside the point. And that's how it should be. But yet they're trying to silence this guy, get him out of office, and go after him because he's clearly not on the left. And they don't like that, because he's not pushing the whole gun control, gun confiscation bullshit that the left is trying to push right now. But anyway, I've more than covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.